is Matt Yetter with Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Thursday, June 20th, 2024. The address we're inspecting today is 7475 Southwest Trillium Court, Beaverton, Oregon, 97008. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the front yard exterior cleanout. The equipment being used today is the rigid sea snake. This is one of the best sewer cameras on the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, do notice some of these sewer pipes made of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Lynchburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspection must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made of cast iron, ABS 3034 or HDPE pipe with appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. We are in a cast iron pipe right off the bat, right from the get-go. It would be recommended to have a sewer scope performed every 2 to 3 years, keeping an eye on the old metal pipe in the moist northwest soil all day long, every day. And I think it probably even wise to go into the transaction knowing that, you know, at some point, and we'll keep our fingers crossed this thing just lasts forever and ever, but at some point probably this line, the main sewer pipe, will need to be modernized into like a plastic modern ABS sewer pipe. So even if it passes inspection today, we would recommend recommend having a sewer scope periodically, and then of course replace as needed. So far so good. The sewer pipe looks to be in decent condition and hanging on. We're running some water from the kitchen sink to ensure that our pipe is watertight and is going to remain watertight throughout this inspection. And so far everything moving through the front yard very nicely. At 36 feet we have a little bit of a belly, but we come out of it right away, so just a few inches there. And once we turn off the water, we'll monitor that or check out that later with the water turned off, see how the area reacts. But at 33.3 feet, we go underwater and we come out, or 36.3, we come out in just a few inches. So very, very minor. At this point, we transition. So at 39 feet, we transition to concrete piping. So this typically happens just the home side of the sidewalk, and then we will go under the sidewalk here, and then we will start heading out into the roadway. And usually the concrete piping wears faster than the cast iron piping, but this is the branch pipe from the lateral that goes all the way out there in the road. So at 55 feet, I'm assuming that we are out in the roadway now, going to the center of the cul-de-sac, where we will, the end of responsibility will lie out there. Turn. So way out there in the roadway, we do have more of like a belly, maybe even some city pipe issues. And then I guess it may even be the lateral, because this is where we got the other pipes tying in. So I guess this is the lateral. I'd recommend before closing inquiring with the city to determine where responsibility in this pipe lies, or ends I should say. It looks like this is kind of the lateral, so we may be the starting house in the lateral. We may be the one that has the straight ahead opening into the city lateral, which is what it looks like. So we enter into city piping there, and then as you go, of course you can see here's our next door neighbors tying in. So I think that there's another neighbor tying in there. So I think that we're in the city here at this point. So as a precaution before closing, I'd recommend finding out that this indeed is the public sewer, and no responsibility to the owners of this house. I think this is what it appears as this is where we kind of end, and we are the starting house in the sewer pipe chain or line in the public sewer. And then as you go, you can see other houses. You can see the next two houses tying in. So I'm going to turn off the water and the microphone, drain everything out of the pipe, look at the pipe one more time in reverse. turned off the water, drained everything out. I'm going to start the pull back here. There's still a little bit of residual stuff making its way through. I'm going to start pulling back now. So our sewer pipe all the way up to that connection looks to be in working condition and would pass inspection. But again, once we get out there in the cul-de-sac, it looks like we start kind of lateral. We're the first ones at the very end of the daisy chain to tie into the city public sewer lateral. So I'd recommend verifying that. Closing. I'd recommend having a sewer scope every 2 to 3 years. Keep an eye on the concrete and the cast iron piping. Of course, repair or replace as needed. This is the one area where we had a little bit of standing water as we turned this. A good amount of the water drained out. Camerahead doesn't go underwater anymore. Very, very minor at this point. Again, just one more thing.